started off looking at how companies integrate environmental thinking into their operations and doing it in a way that aligns with core business strategy and value propositions and all of that. More recently, we've branched out of that core GreenBiz world into something called VERGE, which is about another world that's sort of a part of that, but it's a bigger world, we think, of a convergence of technologies, energy technologies and information technologies, building technologies and transportation technologies, and how that mashup of technologies is going to be transforming business, cities, society, in effect, doing what sustainability should be all about, which is systems thinking, radical efficiency, innovation, breaking through barriers, things like that. I think the thing that surprised me most was the role of data. Because we talk about solar energy, we talk about energy efficiency, we talk about electric cars, we talk about smart grid, but we're really talking, what makes those work, what makes them, the power of all those things working together, have that synergistic impact that creates radical efficiency, is the power of data. And it's smart. It's really the mashup, I think, of clean, green, and smart, of clean technology, green business, and smart intelligence embedded everything. And so the data layer of this is fascinating. That all of a sudden there's data coming out of everything. If you have, in the not too distant future, an electric car going down a smart roadway, it's going to have 5 data streams coming out of it. Vehicle to driver, vehicle to grid, vehicle to road, vehicle to cloud, and vehicle to vehicle. And what happens with all that data? What do you get to do? Whether it's not just learning about where the next Starbucks is or where the next charging station is, but cars that get to drive autonomously with little or no human interaction at much closer range, at higher speed, much more efficiently and faster than ever before. What happens in buildings where you have thousands or even tens of thousands of data points that are spewing information on an hourly basis, some of which never changes because a plug is a plug and maybe something's plugged into it, but maybe not for a few weeks, but some of those things change every few minutes. And when you have all that information, not just from one building but across many buildings, what do you get to do in terms of optimizing and controlling and monitoring that building, and not only to make it more efficient for the people who are there, but even to be predictive, so that building can predict the behavior, where it streams in information from the weather service and the bus rapid transit service and the road conditions and lots of other things to know when people will be there and when to turn the lights on and the heat or air conditioning. That's where we leverage, the data enables us to leverage this to be a much smarter and more holistic system. Technology is fundamental to how we transform the current systems. There's no question about that. How we dematerialize things, how we move information and allow ourselves to work or play or do anything from anywhere. It takes technology, but I think most of us know that technology is not the only solution, that there is not a techno fix to everything, to climate change, to natural resource depletion, to biodiversity, and certainly not to the economic inequality that it leads to many other environmental injustices that we face on this planet. So technology is helpful, it's a tool, but it's not the only solution. But it's a huge tool. But technology only allows you to do better what you're already doing right. So if you have a system that's out of balance in terms of the haves and the have-nots, or in terms of resource availability or food availability or energy availability, technology may not fix that. Technology could actually exacerbate that by giving information and power in the wrong hands. So we have to. It's a tool, like any tool. It can be used as a blunt instrument or as a sharp object that can do carve out some great opportunities for everyone. And the jury's still out on that.